So for today's episode, we have AbbyBlackbird. She's a dear friend of mine. She's been on YouTube for quite a while. You can find all of her links down in the description below. We love Abby. I'm so excited for you guys to meet her. Abby keeps it real. Abby tells it like it is. I love Abby. Abby's so no holds barred. So I want to say, if you've listened to the podcast so far and you feel like I hold back too much, you're going to enjoy this one. I asked Abby a lot of really good questions about season 4. Specifically, she has a really interesting answer to the question of what do you think the season 4 twist is going to be, that I'm really excited for you to hear. There are going to be chapters included in the description if you want to skip around. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in another podcast episode tomorrow. But without further ado, here's my interview with AbbyBlackbird. So, AbbyBlackbird everywhere? Question mark?
Except on Kick. It's AbbyBlackbird, or kick.com/AbbyBlackbirdXD, like RARXD, but AbbyBlackbirdXD. Yeah. I'm pretty good at usernames, so yes, it was the only place I don't have it.
I wrote an intro, but I'm like, I feel shy to read it. How are you feeling? How do you feel about this
How am I
whole
feeling
podcast thing? Yeah.
about the podcast? I mean, I'm very proud of you in general. I like when you work and you do good work. So I think it's with anything, like I'm very hesitant to ever create solid video content because it's not flexible like streaming. So I think anybody that's brave enough to put out a solid cut piece of work like that is braver than I am in a way, because I don't think I can ever commit to that. Well, it's honest, man. Like streaming is so much fun because you get to interact with people, but putting out a content, like putting out videos, and then you have to, like, nobody's gonna go back to the second one, or maybe they do, or maybe not all the audience. So it's like doing corrections on things just scares the hell out of me.
It's daunting for sure, but I feel like the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. And I encourage everybody to try. I don't know. It's always been my dream to really do videos and really be out here. So I'm just doing it. I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying, So thank you. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so I wrote down 10 questions. But
That's fine.
I asked you 10 questions and just answer them. I mean, oh wait. We should probably give some backstory on how we met and how we're friends and all that stuff. Do you remember? I don't remember how we met. Was it in Cody's server?
I'm gonna assume Cody's server, I think. And I didn't really start hanging out in Cody's server till because I've had Fishtank servers in my Discord since season 1. Because I did Brick's 24/7 commentary live streams of MDE's Fishtank. Was our little intro tagline we did every time. It was great. And then I knew Cody, I'm assuming, from the spaces. And then eventually I just ended up in a server. And then, yeah, we met being in the server. And then, after 2.5, we kind of hung out a little bit more. And then definitely during season 3, was a lot of watching from the very beginning till the end. And you're a very easy woman to get along with. And that's very rare in these parts.
Yeah, I don't remember the specific day or when it was, but I remember us web fishing during season 3 together. That was really fun.
Web fishing was epic. Yeah. I just did that again recently and it felt really whole.
It's so chill. It's such a vibe. We love web fishing. But also shout out to the Fishtank Twitter spaces, because honestly, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't have met Cody, wouldn't have met you, wouldn't have met X, Y, and Z. So when did you start watching Fishtank? Are you a season 1, day 1?
Season 1, I believe day 1. My friend, a really good friend, Brick, like I said, I met him in commentary spaces, but pretty much once he started watching it and streaming it, I got really into it. And I didn't have a job, so it was perfect to entertain my life with. Yeah, it just has been a fan ever since.
So out of like the 3 seasons that have finished, which season would you say is your favorite?
I didn't watch season 2 because I was working and life happened and stuff, but
Mm,
season 1's probably my favorite. Just I mean, it's just kind of how it works. Season 3, I could literally go without ever hearing Bert talk ever again in my life.
agreed.
Um, season 4 is okay. I'd like to see where it goes. I mean, there's nothing like Blood Games. That was just amazing. But yeah, the first season, classic Fishtank, is definitely my favorite.
So how do you feel about season 4 being like taking place in the season 1 house? Is it good? How do you feel?
Amazing. I can hear everything, maybe a little too much of everything. I can, see as much as I need to see. It's a lot easier to like track people. It's just a overall better experience, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. The production, I kind of mentioned this already, but I'll say it again. The production is a lot better. The video and audio quality is way better than it ever has been.
Added a couple like things like the PTZ cam in the living room is Kino. The confessional room, I don't really know how I feel about it being in the fourth bedroom, but the concept is pretty good. I don't like that you can hear everybody walking up and down the stairs. I think that maybe it could have strategically maybe been somewhere, but I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Um, that's like my only complaint, and that's not really a huge thing that's a bother at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, yeah, maybe some mics are a little too sensitive, but overall, it's leagues and bounds. Like, I feel like with season 4, all the best elements of everything is like all in one. Like, I'm really glad we have the beef bell
Slash beer bell.
slash beer bell. It can be whatever you want, whatever they feel like it needs to be. I don't know. I'm really excited so far.
And the 2 beds in each room. I think it's classic. It's classic. It's not too much, it's not too little. And it feels like almost because it is a season 1 house, it feels unified. It doesn't feel like it's like thrown together like the season 3 house did.
The season 3 house was just so big and there were so many cameras that it was really like overwhelming to like kind of watch live. Like it gave them a lot
And
of room to do stuff, but the house was
you're
just too
almost
big.
forced to like walk over people in the season 1 house, which is why I like it. It's just like you can go from bedroom 2 to 4 to 1 to 3. You can go around everywhere and then end up back downstairs. And then it's just like when Frank or when Fatty comes, like it's going to be very forced in the same space, and that like you didn't have that in the other house, I don't think.
No, this is true. This house is very you can be cornered. Like there's shared
Mm-hmm.
space and then there's spaces where you can be cornered or you can isolate. So it's a very good house for a reality show, the season 1 house. I agree. So, whose stocks, oh, excuse me, whose Stoics do you think will do the best overall? Just like a prediction.
That's a good question. I think Daniel's a pretty solid
He's a heavy hitter right
contender.
now. He's a very heavy
Yeah.
hitter right now. Hmm.
I think Ari, if he wasn't like such a schizophrenic artist, but I think that because Ari's like a close second. I really like his character. He isn't
Hmm.
like intentional with his stuff sometimes, but like our friend was saying earlier, like him just running in the room and slapping Rachel in the face with like the gimp suit was so funny. Like he doesn't do things intentionally; he's trying to just be funny. But Daniel's playing it pretty right. I'm just scared he's gonna mess up and be a little too much anti, with the telling people how they should and shouldn't act type statements he's making occasionally.
He's very much acting like I've got it all figured out. I'm doing well because I know how to play the game. Like it's fun to see.
He is a gamer, so
I think he's doing well. I think he has more emotional intelligence and self-awareness than Cole. So I think he's definitely going to go further, but I mean time will tell. They haven't really been tested yet. It's too early. Do you have a favorite fish?
do I have a favorite fish? I really enjoy Freddy. I don't care what anybody
I
says.
like Freddy
I
too.
really I really enjoy him. I wish he was a little bit more of a dickhead intentionally. Like, not when he's drunk, but intentionally, like, a dickhead. Like the fact that, like, Rachel earlier was taking off her collar and then putting it around her waist. I wish he was, like, more like being like, "No, you put the collar on her. You are only allowed to travel when you're on your knees." Like, I wish it was a little bit more, like, playing the fish tank game, but I think either he'll get there or he'll just flounder. But either way, I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, no, Freddie's awesome. People were saying he's gonna crash out like Alex B. They're saying this and that. Like, Freddie's a good guy, dude. I don't know.
He's
I
very
was,
passive.
yeah, I think he's nice. Like, when he's drunk, he's a little character, but he's not like out of control or mean or violent. I like Freddie. For me,
I do hope that Jin, like, crashes out kinda like Simba did when, like, they're all saying inappropriate, like, that he's being inappropriate with the girls, and he's not necessarily getting defensive yet, but I really hope he does and it starts bothering him soon. That'd be fucking hilarious.
definitely I could see the audience turning on him because right now they're feeding him like goon it up, you know? But I could see them like turning on him later and that really upsetting him for sure. So who's your least favorite fish?
Rachel, I can't stand that bitch. Oh my god. I can't stand her. She's like, if, like, Chris was, like, all the time and, like, didn't sing, even though she was singing today, which just made it a lot worse. But she is such a yapper, and I know she's probably making them some semblance of money, but she yaps and she's cried every day she's been there. I don't know why she's a fan of the show, but I guess she's only watched season 3, allegedly, which makes sense because they did coddle them a lot and it wasn't nearly as rough as the other seasons. But she needs to go. She needs to go. She ruins my brain space and it's a waste of time. I don't like when characters or fish take away from other fish's character development.
How do you think Rachel has done that so far? I'm just curious.
Has taken, like, attention and time from, I mean, I spent half the day watching Rachel because I was hoping that somebody was going to, like, shit on her or it was going to get worse or that
Hmm.
she would cry, which she did. But, like, why am I watching this all day long? And why is she yapping during challenges? Like, I can't even watch the show. It's just her content of her being a, like, crying, whining bitch.
So between her and Angelina, like Rachel's definitely more detestable to you.
Oh yeah, I have stocks in Angelina, okay? I'm hoping it goes
Okay.
good. I'm hoping it evolves and less screaming, but Angelina's not that bad. And she's good. She's a good character to hate, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting Haley vibes. Like I'm kind of getting like I'm here to be the antagonist. Like how do you feel like this season compares to others so far?
I think it definitely has time to evolve into something great.
How do you feel like this cast like compares to the other casts so far? Like we don't really know them yet. They haven't really been challenged too much yet, but like
I think it's hard to compare, in my opinion. Like that was the best, right? Everybody always says in season 3, the best part was when they tell them that they're on, like, Hulu or whatever, and then
mhm.
Sam comes and kicks the TV because we all know that that's, like, complete horseshit, and that's, like, epic that you're just, like, seeing this man go full, like, Jason Goldstriker in front of their eyes, and they have no idea what's happening to them. Like, that was amazing, so it takes it hard when most everyone in the season 4 house knows the show, quote, unquote. That's why I really enjoy Freddie because he has no idea what the show is, but he's running with it, and I find it hilarious. And so with the season 1 cast, I think that everybody in the house other than, like, Sylvia knew, like, of Sam or of this or that, um, that it that was the best part of season 1 is that they had no idea what was going on until it was, like, the end of the show. So, it's hard with this cast because they do know, but how all of them know the show and how they're playing it is super interesting, um, because some of it's corny, but I think some of it's actually working to the show's advantage. Like the fact that Angelina, what's her name? Angel?
I call her Angel. Angelina is her
Yeah.
name, but whatever.
Angel rolled like a six blunt deep like tobacco roll today. That
That was
was
impressive.
insane.
That was
That was
impressive.
it was super impressive. But she played the game and she did it while she was in like the doghouse. Like that's like that's epic content right there. But why am I not getting a blunt roll from every single person? Because it's just not happening. And I think that people need to play the game and they're just not. And season 1 house was very eager to win. Everyone in that house was.
I feel like Sam and Jet and Ben kind of say that like this is like the most likable cast, that like all the other casts are like pieces of shit, like they weren't like likable people. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like the season 1 cast was the most likable?
It's an interesting question. Because then I forgot about Morrow. I forget about Morrow, right? Because he
Morrow,
was useless.
John, Simmons.
Um, I think honestly, with the season forecast, I'm most likely to watch a lot of them after the show ends. Where the season 1 cast, I probably like watched a couple streams here or there, different people, but like I never really revisited them except Letty. For some reason, Letty is just like also probably because I knew a lot about her past during season 1. Her content now is at least kind of interesting, but I could probably go back to a lot of the people that are on the season 4 house and see how they develop afterwards. Because they are very interesting but very different characters for sure.
I feel like the most successful fish, and like, I mean, we both know this, like online content creation, like this stuff takes years to build. So it's only natural, but I feel like the most successful fish are from season 1 in the form of like Jetty and Losey. I don't know.
Agree.
Yeah, like they've definitely like made the biggest names for themselves after the tank, and like have managed to like stream and keep an audience. So that brings me to like really an off the script question, just popped in my head. How do you feel about the fish tank community as a whole? Like, as somebody that's been here since season 1, as somebody that has like made friends and helped people with content.
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of interviews during season 1 on Brickstream, even with Letty's ex-boyfriends. And
Really?
oh yeah. I have them all cut up on my channel. It's unlisted, but I have them and I did that's how I kind of started getting into thumbnails and editing and stuff was because of Brick's live stream. I just kind of started running with it and then I got like really good at it because I enjoy being creative. But as far as like talking to people, everybody's really nice. I've made a lot of good friends, and apparently now a boyfriend. And so as far as the community goes, most of it's pretty great. I've only had like maybe one bad interaction with a quote unquote fan, as far as just how they treated me. But beyond that, like everybody's it's kind of controlled as far as like how they interact outside of it. We're pretty nice as a whole, I think. We just enjoy like it's kind of like having fun on the weekends every time the show comes back. You just kind of get to engage in a way that's like obviously unhinged because it's an unhinged show, and I think that that's kind of fun for most people when they just kind of live a typical, ABC life of some sort. Most people just enjoy the fact that it's like chaos, and I think that that makes people kind of mutual in the community, which is great.
While we're on the subject, can I get your thoughts on like what's it like watching the show live versus watching the edited episodes? Just for people that have maybe only like watched the edits, like how would you try to persuade them to watch the show live if you think it's better?
Oh, I haven't like watched like any of the edits to be honest.
Really?
Which is honestly okay. I didn't want to watch season 2 because I was scared it was going to be like too exhausting. Like I probably won't watch them until I live with Pizza Boy. Like I will not. I probably will not until I live there because I don't want to deal with the stress of it because I remember like I don't know if that's true necessarily. I don't remember if I even watched all of season 1's edits. I'm really excited about the Blood Games edit. I will say that. And they took forever from what I remember. I mean, obviously if we're just getting season 2, but season 1, I think there's nothing like watching it you can have the clips and find them on Twitter or whatever, but there's nothing like when you experience it in real time. Some people enjoy the chat. I enjoy being in Discord calls with my friends. And I've met a lot of them now, being that Pizza Boy did Stream Stars, and I kind of got involved through that way too. So we kind of all watch a lot of it together, which I really enjoy. And I think that when you get to like laugh about something or see something happen or bitch about something with other people, it's kind of totally changes your experience. I can't really speak to the like cut up episodes. Hopefully one day I can, because it'd be cool to watch all of it. But as of now, I only know from watching it live.
Yeah, reacting to the show live with friends is really, really fun. For me, it's like I love following people around. Like, I'm such a little creep. I'm such a creep. But like, I literally like, it's so fun like watching people have conversations. Like, it's like addicting to me. Like, when I'm actually locked in and watching the show, season 2 specifically, like I loved like watching Jimmy go on his little spur rants and chain smoke, and I was chain smoking with him. And like, just I don't know. It's like you're hanging out with people but you're not there. And there's something about that I really enjoy, like live. Like I think live reacting with your friends is like the normal way to enjoy Fish Tank. But I feel like for me, like the best part of it is like the fly on the wall aspect. The like you get unstopped surveillance on human beings 24/7 for 6 weeks, which is very novel, very interesting. That's what got me into Fish Tank. That's what really made me want to watch it live. Is like I watched the season 1 edits, and I'm sitting here and I'm wondering why Letty and Sylvia are beefing, because I'm like, 1 minute they're friends, 1 minute they're mad at each other. What happened? And then I go, wait a minute, it's streaming 24/7. Like I could actually like I could watch the fight unfold. Like I could know every little thing that like led up to them not liking each other and understand, like have full context, you know? And that was like addicting to me. I was like, I want full context on every fight. I want full context on like every beef and why this person doesn't like that person and who said what when. Like that part of
Yeah,
it.
that's a good. We used to do during the first season when Brick was streaming it. We would do he called the rundown, and he'd give a rundown of everything that happened throughout the day, which I guess now we have the Fish Tank Digest, right? Which I did
Mm-hmm.
watch probably for the first time I've watched one, because I went out Friday night. So I had to catch up on like who the hell everybody was. Um so I did watch that, and it was actually really good to have that every like that whole rundown of what happened. But definitely, like, going into day 2, it can feel like you just have no idea what's happening, and I'm sure the cuts are way worse because 'cause you're getting, like, 1 to 2 days of maybe even 3, maybe even a week of content shoved into, like, 45 minutes. That's a lot to try to figure out in a short amount of time.
During the investment stream, they said that there's gonna be a twist of a different stripe. What do you think? What do you think that's gonna be? If you had to take a blind shot in the dark.
Wait, what was the statement?
So like during the investor stream, I'm so deep. I know everything that happens. I'm like plugged in. Okay, during the investor stream, they said there's gonna be a twist this season, right? So you know, Famous House. The twist was they didn't know they were really in Fish Tank, right? Season 2, they were all fans, but they were told that like they were the only fan and everyone else was like a normie, right? They were all pretending to be normies. And I guess season 1 house was like similar. I don't know. So like based on like the twists we've had in previous seasons, there's gonna be one this season. What do you think it might be?
Did they use the words "twist of a different stripe"?
Yes.
Well,
It's
all
like
the
it's
rooms have stripes in them,
oh, that's
which,
true.
to be honest, I kind of just thought was, like, to kind of base it off of, like, a Polaroid camera. So, I don't know if that's, like, what it's referencing, but the different type of, like, marketing things are different. Oh my gosh, is it actually a gay show? Listen, okay, look at me. Okay, I'm just saying, it says it's a gay show on the marketing, and the thing had the different colors for the different pride flags, so maybe it is a gay show, and that's the twist, because that would be hilarious. But I don't know how that would work. I don't know what your twist is. That's just a pattern I've seen so far. I just was wondering. I was like, why are they? I think it's
Yeah, the ace flag is like purple, silver, and black.
It's a video of when. Oh, here we go. Also, maybe it wasn't. Okay, maybe I'm tripping, but I swear to God, I just sent it to you because even the fish is gay. Even the fish has a backwards gay flag.
This is
okay?
true. This is true. This is true.
And I don't know if it's just because it's Pride Month or what. It's either something Polaroid-esque theme. Everything has a stripe. Every room has a stripe. All the thumbnails have stripes. So I don't know if they were just using a play on words to be cute, but that's my schizo theory.
I love your mind. I cannot believe you put that together. You're a genius. Never even occurred to me. Round of applause. Follow Abby everywhere, dude. You need to get on Abby's YouTube. You gotta get on Abby's kick, dude. You need to lock in. Abby's the best. Okay, so I know we're only on day 3, but what do you think is like the most memorable moment so far?
Oh, Daniel dancing on everyone's grave is actually great. Daniel being I don't know who hates Daniel because I've never hated Daniel. The fact that Daniel ended up in the iDubbbz content deputy was hilarious.
He
Okay,
did?
dude. Okay, so there's this part right at the very beginning of like him being like against H. He was talking about H3 about how he should know who his and it was somebody that was like, "Hey Daniel, you Mexican, when are you going back to Mexico?" or something like that. And it was obviously like a Fishtank-esque Sam Hyde fan account of some sort or troll account. It was in the content deputy. And I thought it was so funny. So
That's
yeah, I've
crazy.
always really liked Daniel. I think he's great. I think he's an obvious troll. I think he's really good at what he does. Him being in like was it Matan's podcast? I mean, and then coming
That
back and
was
just
excellent.
dancing on Angel is so good. It's just so good. And him pretending like he's gonna fuck Rachel, like so good.
Yeah, I'm so excited that he's here on season 4. I missed him on season 2 and 3. I was always hoping he would pop up. I love Damiel.
I hope Jimmy comes in and starts being a fucking nerd or something. Like I just kind of hope that they keep doing these like flashback scenes of all these different people and just be like, it's kind of like, oh, you want to be a fish? Here's an actual fish, and then like actually have them actually have to work to being a fish.
Who do you think is gonna leave first?
Do you think it's gonna? Because is it gonna be like an elimination challenge, or do you think it's gonna be?
That's a
My
really
question
good
is like,
question because season 3 was voting, right? Everybody voted. We don't know. No clue. It could be an audience vote. Weren't some people kicked from like audience polls during season 2?
yeah, somebody's gonna walk out. Um, who do I think's the first person gonna leave? I mean, I would hope for Rachel, but I kind of am. I'm kind of wanting Rachel to make it till Fatty gets there, which I heard was week 3. I'm super conflicted on that. I don't know who's gonna leave first. I would think Rachel, but I think as like a second would probably be Angelina or maybe even Ellie, just because one, she's 18, but two, she's not really like content.
But I feel like all the winners were non-tent. Like Josie sat in a corner till the end. I mean, she did challenges. She participated. She didn't do nothing. And Ellie counted the rice and like whatever. But like, I always feel like those people like kind of just sit in the background and don't talk. You kind of forget that they're there. Those are like the sleepers. You got to keep your eye on. Like Jin, for
That's what I
example.
think Daniel's doing. I think Daniel's being a sleeper in kind
He's
of
on
the best
top
way.
though.
Yeah, but that's because he's not only thinking before he speaks, he thinks before he acts, and he like weighs everything out and then does it. I don't think I really even heard him talk today until it's like they had been sitting in Rachel's room for so long, and then he was just like, "Let's get the fuck out, like get the fuck over him, like let's get out of here." I don't know. I think Daniel's gonna make it very far.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's pretty much my last question. So what's your predictions for the final 3? We're only on day 3, but like who do you see making it to the top 3? I already got my top 3 locked in.
I could definitely see. I think my top 3 would be Daniel, Angie, and then Arya. Arya. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
those are
good.
my top 3.
Those are solid choices. I agree with you, except the girl, I'm gonna switch to Ellie because I think if she can handle a hassling and be chill, she'll outlast Angelina because people are already sick of Angelina, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So I think just out of sheer annoyance, she's gonna be kicked pretty early. But that's just what I think. I don't know.
That could happen, but then it couldn't happen because it didn't happen with Letty, so I don't know.
Letty was not insufferable in this way. Here's the thing. I don't hate
Says
Angelina.
you. I was so sick of Letty,
Really?
dude. I was so sick of Letty. I was so sick of the game she was playing.
No.
I was just over who she was. I didn't
Really?
care. I was not interested. I hated the like wah wah. Like she wasn't even wah. She was just kind of like, oh, it's really like doing the whole intentional villain thing, which I get like in the long run got her that far, but
Mm-hmm.
God, I could not stand her. I was so over it. I really wanted Vance to win. I was Team Vance and Josie, obviously, but I really liked Vance.
Vance was really likable. So is that kind of why you feel like you like back Angelina a little bit? Because you're like she has that Letty in her, so she's gonna endure. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
That's fair. I can see that.
Angelina will I think she can go very far. But I think as far as the fight, I think you might be right. I think Ellie might actually take it.
Like I don't find Angelina like completely insufferable and grating, but I can tell a lot of people do. We'll see what happens because like even Jet is just like stop sewing out. You know what I mean? Take it down a notch. So it's like it's not even like she's just annoying the audience. She's like annoying everyone. I don't think Letty was like that insufferable. But was she? Did she like annoy production as well?
No, production worked with her pretty well. I think production really always really liked her from what I remember.
I think when she put John's Bible in the washing machine, they were like, "We like Letty."
God, you always bring all this stuff back to my brain. Yeah, 100%.
It was Ben. It was Ben that told Letty to put John's Bible in the washing machine.
John, fucking John, dude.
So funny.
What another insufferable cunt. Honestly, if his leg would have fallen off during blood games, I would have not been crying over it.
Dude, John's leg during blood games is like all I ever think about. I lose sleep thinking about John's leg. It was black, dude. He's walking around on it. I used to like literally just like watch him and just stress sweat. I don't know what they were pumping him with where he was able to walk. I'm like, how is he walking? He looks like he was hit by a car. Yeah, John's leg literally makes me spiral. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Abby. Is there anything else you want to plug before I let you go?
Just like my kick.com/, AbbyBlackbird XD, like RAR XD, but my name XD, because, one of my trolls took my name, so that's what we're working with.
We're gonna get the Abby Blackbird name back, dude. We have to start the rally. We got to start the petition.
Start the petition, bro. That's actually kind of a good idea. I didn't even think about it.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said you had a bonus question for me? What?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Labubu's?
They're so cute, but I do not understand the exclusivity hype. But
I
I'm
don't
also
understand it either. Are they expensive or something?
so they're little like blind boxes, right? So there's certain ones that are more rare than others, and the rare ones from certain sets. It's like Pokemon cards.
Bro, it's like getting an ugly baby. It's just like what if you don't like the baby you get and then you're just stuck with this like little Labubu thing?
Well, you can always sell it.
Unfortunate.
It could be somebody's favorite. Because that's the thing about like when you buy a blind box, you don't know what you're getting. So let's say like you don't want the butter yellow, but you get the butter yellow. Like somebody could be like, "Oh, all I want is the butter yellow one," even though it's common and ugly. Do you know what I mean? That you sell it online.
All I want is fishtank.live. Listen, I don't care about your Labubu.
Period. Fucking full stop. Full stop.
Okay.